Hey guys, welcome back. This is the fifth part of our Savoy versus Europe playthrough. As you can see, I've got a bunch of allies that are not currently helping me in this war. This is a defensive or an offensive war in which Rome, the Pope, attacked Siena just to take territory. And they called on me to help them. Now, I could have refused and then they would have died. And they would have been really mad at me. And the reason I didn't want to do that is because by being friends with the Pope, I get to be the papal controller. It's not a one-to-one relationship like that, but as a friend of the Pope, I get a lot more papal influence than other people would. I get 3 per month or whatever, for 14 per year. And that allows me to buy the influence of cardinals. And if you have the most influence, cardinal influence of anyone, then you are the papal controller. And so being friends with the Pope has earned me this cool coveted post, and I like it. I like having the fourth diplomat. I don't want to lose it. I don't, it's not the end of the world if I do lose it. I like having the additional advisors too, but again, it's not the end of the world if I lose it. In fact, I think if I lose papal controller, I keep the additional advisors anyway. So having 5 guys to choose from, see, 5, instead of just 3. It's kind of neat because you can get just the one guy you want. So like improved relations over time is one that I'm really fond of. Or actually I have 2 of those now. And there's a diplomatic relations guy up here. So if I want to diplomatically vassalize, that would be important. So anyway, in this war, there's 37,000 troops on our side and 49,000 troops on the enemy side. So we will lose if this gets into a fighting match, and I have 0 manpower to reinforce. So if I fight a battle, even if I win it, I'm screwed. I can't fight another war for at least 10 years if I fight just one single battle. So my goal in this war is to win it without fighting, which means taking Siena. If we take Siena, I believe we have 100% control of the nation of Siena because it only has a single thing, right? So the problem that I have with this goal is that these guys are going to Liguria, and that will allow them to completely cut me off from Siena. So I need to convince them not to go kill the Pope's army. So I can either lose stability or legitimacy. Stability I can buy back. Legitimacy you can never get back. How old is my king? Legitimacy comes back when your king dies, though. I also have 100% legitimacy, so losing some isn't that big of a deal. How old is this guy? He's only 31. He's going to be around for a while. I don't want to lose legitimacy, so I'll lose stability instead. And see if that put my revolt risk. Nope, I'm still okay on revolt risk. So when these guys join my army, I'll have enough to beat that army in a fight. So hopefully that'll be enough to convince that army not to fight me. That's my goal here. I don't want to actually beat it. I want to convince them that I could beat them if I wanted to. And in so doing, convince them not to fight me. Right? So befriend England is a current quest. And I'm making these troops. So don't fight me is the thing. So Liguria is defensively a terrible place. If they walk down to Liguria, I might walk down and attack them if I was a large nation that didn't mind fighting. Since I'm not going to fight them almost no matter what, I'm not going to go to Liguria, but alright, so these guys keep saying, maybe I'll go to Liguria, maybe I won't, maybe I'll go to Liguria, maybe I won't. But I don't think they want to go to Liguria because if they do, it's a terrible place to defend. What they want is for me to go to Liguria so that they can attack me. But really we're just stalling for time because as soon as this siege ends, the war's over. So hopefully we can avoid having to actually fight anyone. So the weight in Piedmont is 30. I think that should be enough for my 30,000 troops to sit peacefully without taking attrition. So now I've got 30,000 troops. He's got 37,000 troops. I'm standing in a good defensive position. Luckily, Mantua is neutral in this war. So the only way for them to prevent the Pope from winning is to go through the ocean. And I think that the Pope has a bigger navy than them. He's got, looks like 4 galleys, 5 galleys. So I think we win this war if we just wait patiently and do nothing. So that's the strategy right here. Wait patiently, do nothing. I need to keep improving relations with all of my vassals. Oh, one change to the game since the initial release that I just love, absolutely love. You notice my vassals, as soon as we got in a war together, they just brought all their armies and attached them to my army. They're not walking around doing their own thing anymore. They're just like, here, have more troops. So now I'm in control of everything. And they're just, they're just sitting pretty. All right, so Lombardy, it's important that we not lose Lombardy. But it doesn't look like the Bavarians are even trying to take Lombardy. They're just going to go sit in Liguria and try to bait us into attacking them. And I'm not going to attack them. I'm just going to defend Piedmont and wait for the Pope to win the war. So go, Popey. Way to win. You're a war-winning champion. Improve relations with all my allies. I make sure Venice still likes me, and Aragon, and Castile, and France. Oh, France never liked me. Burgundy. I'm used to having France as an ally, so that scared me for a second. France is always very powerful, but because I helped Burgundy defeat them and take territory from them in a war, it's possible that Burgundy might just completely stomp France all game, and just France will no longer be an issue. But we'll see. So I've got $2 a year coming in. I think I'm still fully funding my army. This is an extremely expensive war despite nothing happening. Just because I have to fund my army the whole time. Alright. Roma is taking that territory. It looks like, I think the Papal State is in charge of who wins the war. So they'll have to end it themselves. But I'm sure they will once this happens. So just because I have to pay my troops full salary, this war is costing $5 a month. So that's a lot. When your entire income is 3 from taxes, paying 5. Just to not be depopified. So it's expensive. Alright, so let's add 2 more troops. I think we're going to be okay, but let's be on the safe side. We can afford 2 more troops, so let's add them. And we got another diplomat. Another mat made out of Diplo. We're just going to defend our mountains and hope that they either attack us or don't, but either way, the mountains. You can often win a good 2-to-1 fight in the mountains with a lot of discipline. I have my disciplined military advisor and a reasonably good leader, so make people vote for us. Stop asking me to get votes in the... I don't know if I'm ever going to catch up to Burgundy, and it looks like not only is Burgundy competing over that cardinal, but so is Austria. So that's tragic. So lots of people are voting for Bavaria, who is currently the emperor. Bohemia is voting for themselves. Saxony is voting for Pomerania. So it looks like Bavaria's got this pretty much wrapped up. I'm not going to try, to get people to vote for me. It's a great quest. It gives huge rewards, but it's hard to do. So let's just leave it. Leave it alone. Leave her alone. Just keep our relations topped off with the big major powers. 31,000 troops. All right, let's split off our mercenaries and let's get rid of him because he costs a bunch of maintenance and we don't need him anymore. And that's good enough. Okay. We're up to 700 manpower. We're winning. The Palatinate is trying to be nice, no Milan, and stop causing us attrition. 28% done with the siege. No, I mean 28% chance per month to win the siege is what I mean. So, June, did we win? No. Okay, July, did we win? No. Hey, darling. How's your cuteness? Yes, but there's no video. It's just audio. September. October. Come on, win. Win the war. Win the war. Fight. Our military leader has died. He was a reasonable military leader. 212 is good. There's no way for me to save Milan. I mean, there is a way for me to save Milan, but I don't really want to fight because all my manpower is tied up in this army. If anyone who dies is not getting replaced. And we're about to win the war down here, so no rush. Anyway. Ooh, rebels. They're just peasants. Nothing important. Alright, we freed up a diplomat. We'll keep improving relations with Popington. Hey, Von Popington. And keep throwing influence at this 48-year-old guy that everyone seems to be obsessed with. I can tech up, but I don't. It just gives me, well, plus 10% production is plus 0.1 gold per month. And the ability to make a farm estate is not helpful because I'm never going to save up 500 bucks. I'm not going to get that yet. I'm going to wait for the 10% neighbor bonus. Alright, so Popington has control of that. Bavaria is the leader of the war. Oh no. Oh no. So that means Von Popington isn't going to come help me because he can't get through Ferrara and Mantua. So it's me against 40,000 troops. And I don't have a general. I should probably get one of those. Any of these super good? No, no. How much more? We got a lot more military power before we can militarily tech up. Alright. Well, it looks like we're going to have to slowly build up an army that can beat their army and then kill them. It's waiting for our manpower to refresh. But as long as we hold the war goal, we'll get up to like 25%. On the tick, so maybe we can just wait them out still. I'm undecided here. If I beat their armies, then we win. And this war is costing me so much money just by making me sit with full maintenance costs. And if I go siege up their territory, maybe they'll come try to remove my siege. I don't know. I don't know if they will. I gotta bait them into attacking me is what I gotta do. I know what I can do. We'll give it a shot anyway. They got 40,000 and I've got 30,000. There's nothing I can do that involves fighting them. That's sad. We'll just have to wait for the tick. Man, this is an expensive war. I feel like I should start another war just because if I'm going to be paying my army, they might as well be doing something. Oh, oh, oh. Nope. He's going to get in there. If they take Lombardia, that's going to be bad. 30,000 troops against 40,000 troops, and we would have no defender's advantage. Maybe I'll take Liguria after he leaves. Man, stop making me lose stability in the middle of a war, you guys. It's not good. I think I'm going to have to buy back some of that stability. So anyway, he's going to come down and attack me on the June 23rd, and I'm going to get there on June 21st. So I will be able to get defender's advantage, but Liguria has no rivers and no mountains. So it's like a terrible, terrible thing. So what I really want to do is catch this army by itself. So I want to split off just 5,000 troops. And go up there so that they fight. Alright, now I'm going to fake coming down here to get them to go here. Looks like Baden and Switzerland went without me. Uh-oh. I was saying to pretend to go down there, and then they really went down there. So this guy arrives on June 23rd right now, and now I want to go up there and get him. Boom, we did it. We baited somebody off and let them get crushed. Oh no. But now he's got defender's advantage in the mountain. I didn't think of that. Oh geez. The mountain that I was defending is now being defended by my opponent. But the Papal State actually did come to my aid. I didn't think he was gonna. That's awesome. Way to go, Mr. Papal State. Alright, so I'm 2.66 and he's 3.31. I think I lose this fight. I'm losing twice as many men. I have a bigger army, but it's not going to matter. Papal State's going to Lombardy. I'm going to go to Lombardia. Don't attack. Just stay in Lombardia. I'll meet you there. I think I'm going to disband this army completely because it's going to get crushed. Right, are these guys coming to Provence? They're going to Provence, so they're not going to crush this army. Should have been patient. They were willing to stalemate me and make me wait it out, and instead I fought and lost. Well, that hurt the cause a little bit. They gained +1 war score. It's not a big deal, but the troops that died will never be replaced is the big problem. Lots of people going to Provence. Don't know why they're doing that. Consolidate the forces. Nice. So Poping McPokington is taking advantage of my keeping them here to go up there and take some of their territory. That'll get the war over quicker. Way to go, Popington. I should really stop like focusing and trying to get something done with 30,000 men against 40,000 men. There's just no way I'm gonna outsmart them enough to to win down here. Switzerland agrees. They're gonna go help the Pope. But Lombardia is our richest place, so I'll just sit in Lombardia and defend it till the end of my last monkey. Hey, beautiful lady. Yay, Switzerland. Okay, wait. They're attacking me, and it's going to be 18 against 24 in Lombardia. I think I'll win that. I suspect that I have a pretty huge advantage here. Okay, so they have a greater... They got 3.9 base morale. I've got 3.4. I've got 105 discipline to their 100%. I think this means that in general, if it's an even fight, they'll win. I'm defending a crossing and on a mountain, so that's awesome. They've got more cavalry, so they'll get flanking bonus more often than not. But I think with such tiny forces fighting in a mountain that I'm not going to care about the cavalry count. And now we've got almost twice as many troops as them, so it all worked out. We win. We are the champions. Hey, Venice, don't forget we love you. Nice. I don't know why they did that. I guess because they would lose the war if they don't kill our armies, so it makes sense for them to try something. But it didn't work out. And when they started the fight, I don't know if they could see this guy in the fog of war coming down to aid us. But I don't think they would have won even if he didn't come down to aid us, so. Lombardy is a big prize. Way to go, dude. Way to go, dude, says Tremors. Alright, so now we can fight. I think this is like 19,000 against 14,000. But I think we win the war to the extent that we don't have to do that anymore. So I could go for a separate peace with Liguria or someone, but I want the Pope to like me. That's the whole point of this war, so I'm not going to go for a separate peace. So let's free this territory. And then we'll liberate the defenders down here. Yeah, this isn't in a mountain, though, so I think we'll win this one. Yay, we win, clearly. Clara. They have more morale than us in that fight, too, so. Gotta be careful. I think 1-to-1, they would win any fights we take to them, so gotta keep an eye out on what we... Our troops are not as cool as their troops, but we have an advisor that gives us discipline. Oh, geez, Popey might need to be rescued. But if we keep fighting, I mean, we're out of manpower. If we keep fighting, the war is over. We can lose. So if he goes in on the Pope, I'm coming to rescue him, but I hope it doesn't happen because I don't want to be fighting. I'm out of manpower, damn it. Damn you, Pope, and your crazy war of popely supremacy. Pope primacy. Why do they keep giving me the same missions over and over and telling me how cool it is that they gave me these missions? Awesome, I control that guy. I hope he gets elected. Victory! We have crushed their armies. Alright, so Württemberg is probably a vassal of Bavaria, but we might be able to demand Württemberg in a separate peace. Which is more important, making the Pope happy or getting territory? I would like to vassalize Württemberg if they'll let me. Oh, geez. Hooah, 10,000 men against 13,000 men. We get defender's advantage. I think obviously we're going to win, but we're out of manpower, and now we're down to like no men. This is not good. Pope, take peace. We got 20%. It's good enough. Come on, Popey. Don't get me killed. A loan coming up. Paying off loans early does not give you any benefit, but I always do it just so that I don't accidentally not pay off the loans when they come due. Because failing to pay off a loan that comes due causes inflation and costs you 6% again the price of the loan. Awesome. We won another battle. I don't think we should be attacking them at all. I'm going to go sit in Piedmont and laugh at the people who thought we should fight. Actually, we'll sit in Lombardy. Crazy Pope. Pope, stop poping. Don't pope up there. Go pope somewhere else. Mantua has entered a military coalition against us. Mantua does not approve. Youngest guy, cheapest guy. I'll go for cheapest. Alright, manpower. Way to go. I might be able to put my army down at Siena and then defund it. Because I want to defund it, but I don't want to defund it while everyone's standing here looking at me. Yeah. All right. So take peace because I'm out. I'm not fighting anymore. Come on, Popey. This should be your... You should be able to signal to the Popey that you should take peace. Yes. Popey took peace. Way to Popey it up. Good Popeying. Alright, let's see if we can recover some of their manpower. Recover negative stability. Just prestige. What kind of a reward is that, prestige? Don't fight a war until you get 16,000 manpower, and I will give you 10 army tradition. That's a lot of army tradition, but I don't think I can go that long without a war. My king of France has left the coalition against us. Yes. Provence no longer hates our guts either. Awesome. We keep kissing France's butt, and they still have negative 200, the lowest it can go. France is not a fan, gotta say. Alright, we can finally afford to build the buildings. This is good news. Oh, people influence. I'm gonna take some people influence, please. The side of people influence. Okay. Sorry, Burgundy. Sorry, Naples. Alright, so in green are our friends, and red are our enemies. England starting to warm up to us, only 150. And Portugal is only negative 130. Austria is only negative 125. So that's good. And our immediate neighbors who used to love us are not so shabby either in their relations, them there. Baden can now be annexed. I don't think I want to, and I can't do it until 2 years from now anyway, but it's debatable. Right now, I am over on diplomatic relations by 3. My current diplomatic relations, if I right-click my own self, and then look, I have 9 out of 6. I've got an alliance with Venice and the Papal State, although no royal marriage with either. I should probably get a royal marriage with both of them. For some reason, the Papal State, oh, they're a papacy. Popes don't marry. That's funny. And Venice is a republic, so they don't marry either. So then I got an alliance and a royal marriage with everyone, and then I got 3 vassals. So I gotta get rid of one of my vassals so I can get new vassals. I would love to integrate Milan, which I can also do pretty soon. In 74, so in 4 years I can integrate Milan and Baden. Problem is, integrating these people pisses off everyone in the empire, but I don't think I care because everyone in the empire either hates me or is already allied to me anyway. So, like, we got extremes on both ends, and you're not going to change either of those extremes, even with minus 50. It's going to be minus 50 relations if I do both of those. Constable is plus 20% tax, which is awesome. So we're entering hopefully another long period of peace, although we might get dragged into another France hates you war, and that'll be the end.